Progress.
Shout out to Tampa, man. Shout out to Tampa, man. Got some hand claps for Tampa, man.
Yeah, man. I'm in Tampa. I'm in Tampa Bay. You know,
it's Tampa, not Tampa Bay.
What I'm talking about? What's the difference?
The difference is the name of the town is Tampa, not Tampa Bay.
All right, but the place that I am employed at is literally 2 blocks from Raymond James Stadium, the home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, I'm not saying you're wrong because I know you for a fact. You know these Tampa streets. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely have traversed those TAMPA streets.
So I'm going to you're the product knowledge expert. So my question is, where does the Tampa Bay come from?
I think because it's on the bay, so they're like Tampa on the bay, Tampa Bay, like, you know, Key Largo, Monte Largo Bay, I think it's called. I don't know, but
because you are correct. When I look at my Zillow app, and my GPS.
Don't be giving them no props, bro. What are you doing, man? What? Why is you talking about Zillow, man? Is they paying you?
Nah, I'm just speaking of my apps. You know, when
don't talk about your apps unless them apps is giving you money, man.
You got a point.
We don't talk about them apps, man.
When I look at the apps and the map, it just says
Tampa.
There you go. It doesn't say Tampa Bay. So
yeah. Let's start this podcast, man.
Oh man, I'm glad you asked.
Now let's begin the story.
It's that time, motherfuckers. Dub down, motherfuckers.
H-Town's finest 16 Shots podcast.
I'm lighting with the blame now.
Yes. It is us. It is the 16 Shots podcast. Young James Boogie and
tell me how you took it. I'm gonna tell you what I meant.
How you been, young brother?
Man, it's been an interesting 6 days, man. I ain't gonna lie, but
it has been. At first, I thought Boog ain't want to pod no more, but then you told me you had some things you had to attend to. So how was that going? Is everything okay?
Everything is better. It's not okay, but it's better.
But it's
better.
What I'm saying? Hey, better is better than bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk shit to you for like maybe 3 minutes, man.
Go ahead, get your shit off.
You sold me a lemon, bro. I can't hear none of that, but I'm assuming that was good. But you sold me a lemon, man. No, you didn't sell me a lemon, bro. I think I went to go get my car. I went to get some maintenance on it, and I think that the people who did the maintenance on it pulled a fast one on me because, like, I mean, you have mechanic skills or mechanic knowledge, and when your engine locks up, a lot of times that's from oil not being there.
A lot of times it is from oil. So when your motor locks up, seizes up, it is because it was low on oil. Now, a couple of things can happen. High mileage vehicles, you can have an oil leak. You can have an oil leak. High mileage vehicles can have an oil leak that you might not. Sometimes it doesn't always drop and hit the ground.
Itself.
It might be leaking, but it might hit other places. Now, normally, if you have a oil leak that is large enough to lock your motor up, you'll see it on the ground. The other thing could be your vehicle, high mileage vehicle, seals are worn. It could be burning oil through the exhaust. So you do have to, routinely check your oil once a week, especially with the high mileage vehicles. It's
once
burning oil. Yeah, I check my shit once a week, bro.
The thing of okay. I want to close this chapter real quick. The reason why I feel like it was the shop that I went to, because they literally told me like, hey, your vehicle's in great shape, man. All you gotta do is keep your maintenance up. We did a full diagnostics check on it, as well as I was getting an oil change. We did a whole diagnostics on your car, and it's a great car, blah blah blah. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, I ain't had no problems at it besides the one problem I had because I did too much with it. I know I wasn't supposed to do. But anyway, and so when a week and a half or a month and a couple of days later, when the engine locks up, I'm like, well, hold up, man. How is my engine locking up if you just told me that everything was good? So it's the incompetence of them, and or they didn't do what they said they do, or maybe it's the old car. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I was contemplating for a couple of days, I was thinking as I think, I'm like, man, I'm getting the cash card because I don't PNB, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Post no bills, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna go ahead and drop a couple K, maybe 3K on something, and you know what I'm saying, get a bill. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna pull off the lot? Hold up, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm you know, and I might have to call you because I got a decent offer, but I'm gonna call you probably tomorrow and see if y'all got something in my price range to pull up a lot with. But I got some.
The problem with shopping for a car now, people try to make it seem like used car dealerships or dealerships in general are price gouging, scamming, things like this. Yeah. And the truth of the matter is everything is 40% higher right now than it was last year. And I mean, that's from the consumer price that you have to pay to buy the car, from the actual dealership, the price they have to pay to source the vehicle. All of this shit is 30%, 40% higher than what it was. Bro, I was in the market for...
That's bullshit, though. Keep going, though.
No, it's
100% bullshit.
It's not bullshit at all.
Let me tell you why it's bullshit. Because... and it's not bullshit, but it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Why?
Because in 2020, in 2019, 2021, in December of all these years, what did every dealership tell the world? We're going to give you a deal to get these 20. If it's 2021, we're trying to get these 2020s off the lot.
Well, that's every year, though.
Yeah, exactly. And they don't get them off the lot. So they have vehicles that have been there. Like if I go right now and say I want a 2018 Ford Explorer, right?
Yeah.
That's been sitting on the lot since 2018.
Nothing's been sitting on the lot since 2018.
Shit.
Not a major dealership, just for tax purposes, period.
Yeah.
They clear their books once a year, and that's any kind of retailer, from a used car, a dealership to discount tires. You have to pay taxes on his inventory once the year rolls. You don't. I'm not going to pay taxes on that shit again. So you're going to either wholesale that shit or get it off your books. So nothing is
okay. Talk to me. So what I'm saying is, so if I go try to get a 2018 something, and you trying to tell me, well, the reason why this is priced at this price is because of the current market. Well, like, nah, not really, because you already wholesaled it off. You already got it off. It's already came at a discount to this person,
but it didn't.
Because
so you have to
hold on. No, you just what you just said. You said it. You wholesaled it, right? You wholesaled it off in 2018.
So time out. So you're looking at it wrong. So the dealership that has a 2018 on the lot right now, and I'm only talking about right now, you're going to pay a premium. You're paying a premium because of the chip shortage, the material shortage.
Time out. What does the chip shortage have to do with the 2018 car?
Listen to what I'm saying. You're paying a premium because of the chip shortage, because of the material shortage. So new cars aren't readily available as they were. So since brand new cars aren't readily available, the premium on used cars has went up. The price has went up. The price that we or someone who is a dealer has to pay to source a used vehicle at auction is 40% higher, 30 to 40% higher now than it was last year.
What I'm saying is this. If I have a product that's a finished product, I'm not doing any maintenance.
This cup right here.
Yeah.
Finished product. I bought it from somebody used. It's still a great product. But I can't get a new cup. I can't get a 2022 version of this cup.
That ain't got nothing to do with
it has everything to do with the 2018, because now the people who have the 2018s, they went up in value, because I might want a 2018 Ford Explorer. I'm sorry, I might want a 2022 Ford Explorer, but you know what Ford told me? Hey, man, that 2022, we ain't got none. Matter of fact, you can order it, but you might not get it to mid-2023. I need a car right now. I can't wait for this vehicle that I've paid for to mid-2023. So let me go to the local whatever dealership it is, and let me buy this 2018 Ford Explorer. Well, hey, this 2018 Ford Explorer, that shit is worth 20% more today than it was last year. And you want to know why it's worth 20% more? Because I paid the consumer 20% more for their vehicle to make sure I have inventory to sell to a guest. Like, these dealers don't have inventory. When last time you passed by a dealership? Go pass by a dealership. The inventory, Davis Chevrolet, 610 in Kirby.
There's a shortage of cars there?
It's a shortage of cars, period. Everywhere. Any dealership you go to. It's a shortage of cars. As a professional who works in the car sourcing department, we can't source vehicles, Boog. You can't source,
bro. I think you're looking at it from a perspective from the dealer only. Because what I'm saying is, as someone who deals with product, deals with product, what I'm saying is, when I buy this product and I got a finished product, I understand the market might change because of the scarcity of the product. But me saying that because I don't have a new product to give out, I'm gonna charge more for my old product.
But I don't have an old product, Boog. None of my products.
I don't have 218s. I don't have 219s.
My inventory is on a revolving 30-day window. I'm constantly buying product.
I don't have any 2018s.
What you mean? You're looking at a year. What do you mean by I don't have any 2018s?
I don't have any 2017s. I don't have 2016s. I don't have 14s. I don't have 23.
What I'm telling you is, it's not about a year. What I'm telling you is, when I normally would have 20 mid-sized SUVs to pick from, you might have 4.
Okay.
You want to know why
what I'm
you
saying
might
is,
have 4?
what they got to do with the 20? Because what I'm saying is, the part that you're leaving out is there's an influx of old vehicles.
You're not hearing what I'm saying. There isn't an influx of old vehicles. That's
why
what I'm
not?
telling you. Because it's not.
I'm going and looking at cars every day. I'm looking at, like, if I, like, right today, right now, if I want to go buy a 1989 Camaro, I can go buy one.
No, you can't.
Right?
No.
I know for a fact I'm finna buy one.
A 1989 Camaro.
An 89 Camaro for $75K. I can buy a 1992 for a Beamer.
You're not being practical. If you need to be practical and say, I was going to go buy a 2016 whatever. Be practical.
See what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, and I think that some of what you're saying is, you're mixing in demand of the demand of something in a certain realm compared to what's out there. Like,
what are you talking about?
Like, if you and I right now go and say, like, what car do you want? You want a 1985 DeLorean? I can go get one.
That's a
yes or no?
But see, no. That's a different market. And no,
okay,
you can't.
If I want to get a 1999
is different.
If I want to get a 1999 Prius, I'm sorry, a 2005 Prius, can I get one?
You're gonna pay a premium on a Prius.
But I'm saying, but can I get one?
You can find one, but it's gonna be marked up. Yes.
Is there a shortage of 2005 Priuses?
I wouldn't say it's a shortage, but I would say this. It's not a shortage. However, it's a premium on it because it's a shortage on the new Priuses.
Listen, I'm saying what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And like I said, I want to lead this conversation because this is philosophy based. This is philosophy. This is not
it's funny
actuality.
Because it's funny.
That's what I'm saying.
It is. It's funny because you're so in theory, you're arguing facts with someone. This is what I do. But I'm saying, but
you argue with me though. You agree with me though, right?
Agree with you with how?
You just told me that it's not a shortage on 2005 Priuses.
Because you're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm telling you, there's a premium on used cars because a lot of people aren't really willing to sell them because of the markup on the new cars and the fact that you just can't get a new car right now. Like if you want to get a 2022 Ford Maverick that you originally ordered last year, you got put on hold again. You can't get one. If I want to buy a 2021 Ford Mach-E electric car, now that's a double premium because A, it's a shortage on chips, it's a shortage on material, and it's an electric car when gas is skyrocketing. All right, so boom. So now I can't get that brand new. So if I find a Mach-E, the Mach-E now is $6,000 higher today than what it was 4 months ago. I can't get fucking getting a Tesla. Oh shit, you can't get a fucking Tesla, bro. Not for a reasonable price. I'm in the market for a new Bronco. The new Bronco that came out. I have to pay $20K over the original sticker price if I want to get a Bronco right now. Because I can't get one ordered.
But you're still, but once again, what you're also admitting is that you're saying that if I want to buy a brand new 2000 because it's past June, so everything now they're buying 2004s, right? Or 2003s, right? At this point, 2023s.
You're trying to order it. You're not gonna get it.
Yeah,
you can't get it.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, oh shit, I forgot to fucking plug in my shit. I'm probably dying on you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Give me 1 second. Your audio is all fucked up.
How's my audio fucked up?
Your audio is all crazy.
What'd it do?
Let me get the audio. Let me hear what you're saying. Can you hear me?
I can hear you great.
Your audio is kind of different.
Like how?
Still different.
Is it like an echo?
Recording in progress.
All right. So, yeah, man. I mean, I agree. I understand what you're saying. I think that, and this is what happens with industry, right? Across the board. Sometimes the industry tries to dictate or just it dictates how we spend or how we should spend or how they want us to spend. And it's like, yeah, there are some caveats to what's going on. But like I said, it's not a shortage of some shit. It's an influx of something. Like we know there's an influx of some things. Or do you think, I'm asking you, I don't know. Do you think that at times they have an influx of these cars and they're like, shit, we ain't finna tell y'all we have an influx of these cars. We finna charge y'all premium price for this car anyway, even though we have an influx.
No, I think what makes the market move the needle in upwards is supply and demand. If something is in high demand, the needle is going to be moved upwards for the price. If the market is flooded with something, then the price is going to drop because now I can go get that anywhere. Look, if the market is flooded with sun-kissed orange, zero sugar.
Yeah.
It's flooded with the market. I can find sun-kissed zero sugar on any block. The price is going to drop because now my inventory at my bodega or my corner store is no different than anybody else's. So I can go get that product anywhere. Now, if I have the sun-kissed that was only made in Japan, I'm the only guy on the block that has a limited supply. I can charge you more.
Yeah, but the caveat you keep skipping over the part. You're skipping over the part that even the exclusivity of the product is one thing. But what I'm saying, like you said, and like we both agreed to, it's not a shortage of 2005 Priuses.
It is.
But
you didn't hear what I said though.
Yeah, and I'm saying you're saying that because the new cars are not coming in, we're going to charge more.
It's a little more than that. So so what I'm saying is, it's a shortage in quality used cars. Period. So the dealership.
How long has that been going on? How long has that happened?
Probably since the end of 2020. So
okay.
So it's just like anything else in when it comes to products. The consumer is gonna get the consumer's gonna get the
fucked up part of the situation.
Well, they're gonna get the price and if it costs me more to source it, then it's going to cost you more to buy it.
Yeah. But like I said,
the reason why Jordans are 236 now when they were 140 when we was in school. Because
but no, listen, using that example, that's fucked off because it's not no less Jordans.
Listen to what yes, it is. Listen to what I'm saying.
No, it's not.
Listen to what I'm saying because I worked at Foot Action when I was in high school.
Yeah.
When the Jordan shoe drops.
Yeah.
First week it drops.
Yeah.
Foot Action, just like right now, will sell out. You know what happens a week later?
What?
You get a whole nother shipment of the Jordan 11.
Okay.
You know what happens a week after that? You get a whole nother shipment of the Jordan 11. You know what happens a week after that? Okay. You get a whole nother shipment of the Jordan 11. So within the month of December, I might not be able to get the shoe for Christmas, but I can get it for New Year. I can get it for after that. I probably can keep getting it and probably until they drop a new one. Well, now they only dropping X amount. And they drive the demand up. And that's why the resale market is where it is now on some of these premium sneakers, because now they only drop a certain amount to drive the price up, and it makes a whole nother market for resale. It's the same way in every other product.
In the same breath though, okay, I agree with you 100% totally. But what I'm saying is that is you are mixing in specialty buying with you're mixing in niche buying with necessity buying, because there's not a shortage of Jordans. I can go to any store, any clothing store, shoe store at any level and buy a pair of Jordans. Now, if I want a pair of Cactus Jacks, then I'm ass out because they only sell. But if I want to buy a pair of Jordans,
stop there. See, you're going way too exclusive. If you just want to go get some 11 Concords, you ass out. Matter of fact, when the Concords drop, or whenever the Christmas 11s drop, if you try to go just walk in the store and buy them, you assed out. This ain't even the exclusive of the exclusive.
What I'm saying, okay, so what I'm saying is, if I want to buy Cactus Jack, I'm ass out. If I want to buy the Lucas, I'm ass out. But there is 17 different variations of Jordans
if I want to go buy
that I can buy out.
If I want to go buy a Team Jordan in Foot Locker right now, yeah, I can go.
I can buy one, and that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing with cars. Like, yeah, I agree with you, bro. No, I agree with you. If I want to get a 2023 whatever or a 2022 something, I'm assed out.
That's not true.
But I mean, no. I'm saying, yeah, if I want to buy a Panamera,
see, that's Porsche, what I'm saying. You're not speaking. In
name a
you're
talking
about $100,000 car, bro.
Okay,
if
name a generic car.
If you want to go buy a Toyota Corolla right now, you can go buy a Toyota Corolla right now that's used. You're gonna pay a slight premium. You're gonna pay slightly more than what that car normally would have been this time last year. You're probably gonna You're probably gonna pay $3,000 more.
I somewhat agree with you. I agree. That's fair. That's somewhat fair.
You
but I'm saying
you can somewhat agree, but I'm telling you fact. This is fact.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm saying
someone who buys cars, prices cars. I know. I know. This is what I know in and out. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I'm not saying that that's false. I'm just saying that. But I'm asking you a question. Are there less 2009 Corollas on the streets?
So when you say, are there less 2009 Corollas on the streets? No. But if you're
available?
If you're asking me, are there less 2009 Corollas available to buy? I'm going to say yes. See, you're missing a point. What I'm saying, as someone in procurement, it's hard for me to source inventory. So if it's hard for me to source inventory, you're going to pay more for the inventory I have. If it costs me more to source the materials to make your Nike slides, and this is a bad example because it probably only costs Nike $1 to make my slides.
But, what I'm saying, let's move on, bro. Let's move on.
I'm saying that's a different argument. All I'm saying is, if it costs you more, if it costs me, the business, more to produce whatever thing I'm selling you, it's gonna cost you more to buy it.
I agree. My point of the whole thing was that, and I'm agreeing with you 100%. I'm just saying that what they are charging, I agree it costs more to make this, but what I'm saying is that it's costing you more, but in the same breath, you wasn't charging me. You was already charging me double and triple what it was to begin with, and now you causing me 4 and 5 times. I'm like, well, damn, you was already charged like this hat right here, bro. This shit is not worth $30, man.
So I will say, when you start speaking about vehicles, no one is charging you double for a vehicle. No markup is double.
No, I agree. But I agree. And I don't know how did I say that they were charging? What did I say about what they were charging?
Well, you tried to make it seem like that they didn't have to. You made it seem.
Okay.
You made it seem like that. I think your main argument was that there are plenty of vehicles available.
No. My argument was that some of the vehicles that they're charging more for, and this might, and once again, you buy vehicles on a daily or you deal with it, but I'm saying as a consumer, when I see like, okay, this 2001, I'm not going to buy it, but this 2001 Caravan is they're charging $4,000 for. I'm like, man, bro, I know a company, or I know several companies that's been selling Caravans for $1,200, $1,500, $2,000 for the last 6 years, and they never had a shortage of Caravans. So like it's certain vehicles, like fleet vehicles, and maybe that's more what I'm talking about fleet vehicles or vehicles that the enterprise type vehicles that are mass produced, that there's an influx of, that you go. It's not hard to find a Ford Taurus. It's not hard to find a Caravan. It's not hard to find certain vehicles. But them same vehicles that ain't hard to find, they're like, shit, this shit we marking this shit up. But you can go anywhere and find this vehicle. You can go anywhere.
You can't.
Like it's not hard to find
that's not a true statement.
I've never not been able to find a Caravan because they're used in so many different. They're used with the government. They're used with the city. They're used with taxi cabs. They're used with this. They make them in bulk because they're fleet vehicles. So you telling me you finna charge me triple for a double or more, or you gonna mark for a fleet vehicle knowing you have a bunch of these hoes?
What I'm saying is the availability of them at a reasonable price in good condition, it's not as easy to find as it was this time last year.
But you wouldn't never find them in a good condition at a good condition. They're fleet vehicles.
That's not true.
Okay, so yeah,
I mean, I get what you're saying, but you're also talking to someone. This is literally my job function. So it's hilarious to me how you're trying to tell me literally about the industry that I work in.
I'm not trying to tell you. I'm just saying
at a high level.
You telling me that hold on. So you telling me you can't find fleet vehicles?
You don't even know what a fleet vehicle truly means, and you don't even know when. Your question:
Are you telling me you can't find fleet?
And you don't even know when a fleet vehicle is pulled off fleet and how it's sold.
Can you not find?
Now
can you not? I'll ask you a question. Can you not find fleet vehicles,
bro? You can buy a car from Enterprise any day of the week. B, that car that you was gonna buy from Enterprise, that same Chevy Impala premium trim that they sold last year for $20,000 is gonna be $24,000 today.
That's cool, but I asked you a question. Can you not find fleet vehicles? Is there a shortage of fleet vehicles?
So the shortage of the vehicle in the streets, no, there's not a shortage.
I ask you that. I asked you if there's a shortage of fleet vehicles
on a dealership's lot. I didn't
ask you that.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm answering what you asked. The availability of that vehicle on a dealership's lot and at an auction is not the same availability today that it was last year.
So there's a shortage of fleet vehicles.
If that's what you want to call it, sure.
No, I'm asking you a question and you keep telling me about this caveats. Is there a shortage of fleet vehicles?
If I'm telling you I can't source this vehicle at the same volume today that I sourced it in last year, then Bug, that's clearly telling you there's some sort of shortage of used vehicles in the market. That's why there's a premium on them. That's why people have to pay more to source them, to put them on their lot, to sell to the consumer. I'm telling you that.
All right, man. I mean, all right. I mean, like I said, like you telling me that because this is my industry or because I know that and it's that I'm not trying to cut into what you do, but I'm also saying that we all work in industries, bro. We all work in industries, and we all understand that there are caveats, and there are, for lack of a better word, there are loopholes to our industry, right? Whether it be youth programming, or whether it be graphic design, or whether it be printing, or whether it be like, okay, yeah, man, shit. to buy a banner in 2022 we got the same price as 2020. I understand that because there was a fire in the rainforest in 2021 that the price of paper goes up. I understand that. Yeah, there's a shortage of this because of that. But in the same breath, I also understand that shit. When I was pricing this shit, when it came to me, I wasn't charging you at a price that was equivalent to whatever. So, and I also know that it's 27 different factories that have 17,000 pounds of paper, and they're only printing 12,000 pounds a year. So I have an excess every year. There's not an industry in our country that doesn't have an excess every year. So once again, I'm saying like, okay, I agree with you 100% that there are some changes and things have to in there. Yeah, it costs me more to do this because of these reasons. I'm agreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not trying to question the validity of what you do or how you do it. But I'm also saying that as a consumer, as somebody who's a consumer and a buyer, who's a broker in one industry, who is a consumer in this industry, who is a so-and-so, I'm looking at it from not just one angle. I'm not saying that just as a consumer. What do you broker? I broker graphic design. So when I get shit like this done right here, Palms.
That's a digital thing though, right?
No, not here. I'm saying when I get this printed out,
right,
and I go to the place and say I want a banner XYZ. So
how much would a banner cost me of a graphic design that I got you to make?
Like in what time and what day and what size and what type of material?
I don't know. Give me a generic material.
Give me a
price of something.
Generically speaking, you can say it's $7 per square foot, right?
Per square foot of linen. Let's say I want a canvas.
Let's say canvas.
I want a canvas logo that says Aaron Williams Toe Shop. 10 by 10.
Yeah.
How much does that cost me?
10 by 10. If we do it at $7 per square foot, that's 100 square feet, $700, right?
$700. So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Because $700 because you're charging me $7 per square foot.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
And I know it doesn't have to be an exact number, so this is only for example purposes only.
Exactly.
Let's say how much would you be paying? How much would your cost be
per
square foot for that canvas?
My cost probably would be $4 or $4.50 per square foot, right?
So
because
time out. So now
I agree with
So now you pay $4.50 per square foot.
Yeah.
You're charging me
$7.
$7. So you charge me what, $2 and some change, $2.50 more per square foot because you pay $4.50 a square foot.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What happens when you have to pay $7 per square foot? Are you still going to charge me $7 per square foot? Listen.
Yeah.
Or are you passing that on to me? And now since you have to pay $7 per square foot, I have to pay $10.50 per square foot.
What I'm saying is that
I'm asking, are you going to do that?
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that my thing was saying that the gap in what consumers are paying and what that gap, that $10.50 and that $7.50, like it ain't like that.
I understand what you're. I clearly understand what you were saying.
Yeah,
on the consumer
I'm not disagreeing with you at all.
I'm asking you on the business owner side.
On the business owner side, if I got 20 customers,
I'm asking you if your cost goes from $4.50 a square foot to $7 a square foot. Are you still charging your patrons $7 per square foot?
Of course not. So, but I'm not charging. But hold on.
No. Listen. So, what would you charge your patrons?
I'm not going to charge them $14. No,
we didn't say $14. I'm asking them what you would charge them.
I'm gonna try to make the percentage the same as it was for if I was charging $2 more, I'm gonna charge $2 more.
Well, I only went up $2 more. If you listen to the example, I only went up $2.50 more.
Yeah, so I'm gonna charge them the same $250 more, right?
Right.
But what I'm saying is that ain't what's happening. And also, what I'm saying is that Also, I'm saying is that it's not like the margin that's been charged is like that, and like I'm charging 10 and 20% more than what, like, literally the gas prices are being charged at 40 and 50% more from what when you can do the math on the barrel, what the barrel is and so and so. It's like shit. Like, that's why you have some places that charge you well, not now, but it'll be like this store over here is $2.25 a gallon. You go down the street over here, the same company, the same gas, the same everything. You go to a different part of town or down the street, and it's like, oh no, it was $2.50 over there. It's $3.50 over here, right?
Yeah, but see,
there's no logical.
See, some of that is because of what block it's on. Prime example. That's why the DoubleTree downtown is going to cost you more than the DoubleTree on the Southwest.
So you think the DoubleTree on the Southwest and DoubleTree on town have the same amenities?
I know Hilton Gardens. I know the Hilton Garden Inn.
Yeah.
On the outskirts of town.
Yeah.
Has the exact same amenities. As the Hilton Garden Inn. Downtown. I know that for a fact. Now, knowing that, I only know that because I deal exclusively with Hilton Garden Inn when I travel.
Yeah.
So I've been in all of them. They all have for the most part, the same amenities. Nice room, a bar area with a restaurant, same amenities. Downtown, depending on the day of the week, I'm gonna pay $220 to $300 a night. If I travel 18 miles on the outskirts away from downtown, I'm gonna pay $160 a night. And some of that, it's the same hotel, same chain, same amenities. Some of it is real estate.
And so what you're saying is you think that that's fair. You think that makes sense and that's fair. All I'm asking, you think that makes sense and makes fair? What I'm saying to me, damn.
I think it makes sense because the real estate downtown costs more than the real estate in Spring. Prime example.
Ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm a consumer. I don't give a fuck where that real estate is.
It has everything to do with you.
Okay. That's how you feel.
Because look, if I work in Greenway Plaza and I want to go to Lifetime Fitness in Greenway Plaza, I'm paying damn near $200 a month for the membership just for one person.
Okay.
Now I can go to Lifetime Fitness in City Center. I can go to Lifetime Fitness in Lake Houston. Same amenities, literally these same amenities. The slight difference you're gonna get in Greenway Plaza. Slight difference.
What's the difference though?
Oh, it's not $100 difference. The slight difference in Greenway Plaza is, from my understanding, they have like a little mini bar up there, bro.
So what's the difference?
Slight difference. It ain't $100 difference. But what I'm saying is, the true thing is that real estate in Greenway Plaza is at a premium. So you're paying for that. You're paying for the convenience. It's in a loop. You're paying for location.
It's a word for that. I forgot the word for that.
that.
No, it's a word for that. I can't think of the word right now.
It's why my housing that is close to every major artery to get on the freeway, opposed to living in Atascocita, is different. It's why I can get so much more house in Atascocita or Spring than I can in a medical center or close to downtown.
I don't think so. But it's a word.
You don't think so?
No, I think it's a word. It's a word I can't think of right now for that. I think it's called perceived something. I forgot the word, but like some of that is perceived. What you're saying, I mean, it's true. It's true that people that's what they tell you and that's what they sell to you.
Wait, time out. So you don't really believe that there is a premium on real estate in certain parts of the cities?
So why is there a premium on real estate that I'm not staying? I'm visiting, bro.
Why do your taxes?
I don't give a fuck,
Why do
man.
your taxes go up every time a new line of public transportation has been put up, new access to a major artery has been put up? Why do you feel like your taxes go up?
They go. Well, hold up, because they building stuff. That's why to build that my taxes go up because they're using my money to build new shit. But what I'm saying is, you talking about a independent business that's here and there. So you're telling me that I'm paying a price because this is here and not there? Like, I don't give a fuck where it's at. It's the same shit. Like
it's
McDonald's.
Not the same shit though.
It is the same shit. If I go to McDonald's in River Oaks, I go to McDonald's in South Park.
They got McDonald's in River Oaks.
Yeah,
I've never been to a McDonald's in River Oaks.
Bro, it's a Taco Bell in River Oaks. It's a Taco Bell. It's an Arby's. It's a McDonald's.
Who goes to? You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. We can segue. When was the last time you ate at Arby's?
About 2 months ago.
Who eats at Arby's and who eats Arby's and Slotsky's? Who truly eats there? How are they still alive? How are these brands still moving?
Well, you're talking from a Southern person, bro.
I'm talking from who?
A Southern person, because
a who?
Though a Southern person. Because, like, name me a Southern plate that has roast beef in it. Sliced roast beef. Sliced roast beef.
Sliced roast beef?
Yeah. How often do you eat sliced roast beef?
If I order a roast beef sandwich, I can get that from anywhere though.
Where are you getting a sliced roast beef sandwich at?
Subway, Jimmy John's.
Subway.
Subway has a roast beef sandwich. Every sandwich shop has roast beef, bug.
Okay, so Arby's is a sandwich shop.
I get that. Who eats at Arby's?
A bunch of people, bro.
I don't know nobody who truly eats at Arby's. Matter of fact, the only time I truly see Arby's is if I'm at a truck stop. And I don't eat at truck stops.
There's an Arby's on Main and 610.
I've never been, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. The only time I have ever eaten at an Arby's was on the road, and it was the only option.
It's an Arby's on Main and 610. There's an Arby's in River Oaks. There's an Arby's.
You keep bringing up these fast food restaurants in River Oaks, bro.
You don't go to River. How often do you go to River Oaks?
I want to give you an honest answer.
Yeah, it's a Target in River Oaks.
Time out.
Well,
Target
on the outskirts
in River Oaks ain't a surprise. So when I was living in Houston,
it's on the outskirts. It was like right River Oaks Galleria.
That's what I'm saying. When you say in River Oaks, you should say that.
Arby's. There's a Arby's in like on the street that says River Oaks. The next street over, there's an Arby's. There's a Taco Bell on the street that says River Oaks.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The only time I go to River Oaks, there was a nice little brunch spot that me and the wife used to go to. We would go hit up Home Goods over there. There's about a bougie ass Kroger's that I tried to buy food from one time and will never go back in there again. I would go to Salado, and then I hit Wells Fargo up. I hit Starbucks up as well. Maybe if you say that Torchy's Tacos is in River Oaks.
Is Torchy's Tacos in River Oaks?
There's a Torchy's in River Oaks.
Okay.
Because there's a cool little car wash that I would go to. Because the car wash that I would go to, they had the fly little shit that would hit up your little black accessories on your vehicle and make them shit shine.
Yeah. Wait till I do what I do with this thing. Like I said, I was going back and forth that my car started acting funny on Wednesday of last week. And I went out of town Thursday night. Got back and longest story short, tried to do some things, tried to get it here, went there, blah, blah, blah. And it just
So make it full circle. That's happened to me once in the Blazer. And I put another motor in my truck, but I got an oil change. The wife got the oil changed in the car because it was when I was living in an apartment. I ain't had my tools. She got an oil change, and they put the bullshit basic oil filter on my shit. Rode around for a couple of weeks. Well, the oil filter fell apart.
Mm-hmm.
either they didn't tighten the oil filter up enough, or it was a cheap ass oil filter.
Yeah.
And it just failed, and my shit locked up. It was a leak we didn't know about. It locked up on the way home, and you know, that was it. I had to put a motor in the Trailblazer.
I was thinking about getting a motor. I was like, because the motor's like what, 215, 220.
For that car, you probably can get one for like $2,500.
Yeah. But I mean, that's too much, bro. That's a new car. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, man, on some real shit. You know, I got an 05 Silverado. Yeah. And I was on my lunch break, bro, and I got some chicken, and I was driving down the street, and the drive shaft broke, ran, went out. I just spent $2,200 on the truck. But in other news, that motherfucker ride better than brand new trucks now. I'm like, oh, I don't need to buy nothing.
Yeah, but you know, it's time, bro. It was a 2010. You know what I'm saying? It was a 2010.
Can I keep it a buck with you?
What's up?
If you can hold out to the end of the year, do it. Cause shit is too expensive right now.
I got something on the line for four.
Well, that's okay. If you can 20. Do that, if you can do that,
yeah.
If you can do something under $10K, and that's that's where as a consumer I feel like you're winning. If you can do something under $10K, as a consumer, you're winning. Now, when you start hitting $15,000, $20K, you're gonna overpay a little bit.
Yeah. And that was my whole thing. My whole thing was like, because I'm a PNB dude. I'm post no bills. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I know I can get something for $3, something for $2, something for $4.
But there's a reason for that. So things $10K and under, they're plentiful. You can find them. It's not going to be as nice as you may want it to be from time to time, but you can find those things. Now, when you start getting $15,000, $20K, nicer stuff, you're gonna pay a little bit more for it because there's just a scarcity out there.
I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna send you what I'm gonna get, because what I'm gonna get. I don't want to big up none of the companies, but you know what I'm saying.
I'm gonna tell you.
I will say this: I'm gonna get a Monte Carlo. I'm gonna get a Monte Carlo. I'm gonna get the exact same Monte Carlo that the King had.
I almost bought a Monte Carlo. I almost bought a Monte Carlo. The problem is, you know, me, the Monte Carlo I want, I can't. It ain't the regular one. I want like a 2011, the last thing that made them, but I want an SS. So I'm gonna pay them the $18,000 for it. It ain't worth $18,000. I'm hit pause right quick.
Let me see. Hold on.
Recording stopped.
Oh, okay.
We can record. It's all good.
Okay.
So
recording in progress.
I walk into Circle K.
Yeah.
And you know, it's weird. You know, they got the beer cooler. So you walk in the beer cooler, I grab my beer, and you know, a young hood brother is behind me.
Yeah.
You know, he probably owned it a little bit. He a little lit. He more lit than me.
Yeah.
I move out the way. I say, man, you got it, my brother. He's like, I appreciate you, homie. You know what I'm talking about? And then,
he said, homie?
No, he didn't say homie. I'm putting the sauce on it. He said
whatever
Florida niggas say.
Yeah.
And so
yo.
And so I grabbed my drink, and he was walking up behind me like, hey, yeah, you know, we out here in projects. I said, it's project?
The projects is around the corner. There's MLK down the street.
But they don't look like bro, that's what I'm saying.
Nah, you went down MLK?
Yeah, nah, so my way to the hotel takes me through these areas. It ain't the projects to me, but homie was like, we in the projects.
If you went down MLK, you saw the graveyard, I mean the cemeteries.
I don't know what I saw, bro. It was at nighttime. Okay. So this was at nighttime by the time I left.
Okay, and you know, right down MLK is the dude with the nigger, the big wheel with the Home Depot is full of niggers or whatever the fuck you say.
Don't make me drive by there tomorrow,
bro. I'm telling you, go down MLK. You can't miss it.
I didn't go down MLK, but homie was like, hey man, it's projects. But I'm like, hold on, it's the projects. I did realize that there was a strip club on every block, but whatever. He was like, "This project." I ain't say whatever, bro. I go check out, and the little female, you know, she was like, "You older than 21?" You know, I'm like, "Well, shit." You know, last time I checked, I was.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't paying her no mind. She was like,
"Yeah."
But next time you got to show me something with your phone number on it. I was like, what? But, you know, it kind of caught me off, It caught me off guard because she was kind of hood.
Florida, man.
And in my mind, I'm like,
it's Florida.
You ain't.
It's Florida.
And see, I did some real vain shit. Because in my mind, I was like, you ain't cute enough to talk to me this way.
You say you the one with the projects, what did you say? The Lambo and the projects. You the one with the Lambo and the projects.
You're not hearing, so you don't hear what I'm saying. I'm not, I'm married. But if I wasn't married, I'm not saying I am above hitting the project chick. Because you know me, I love me a ratchet female.
You're just saying that your Lambo wasn't parking in that project. That's what you're trying to say. Like I try to tell you that. You was like, nah, man, what you trying to say, man? You can't put your.
So the kind of nigga I am, I probably wouldn't buy a Lambo. I would tell you that my vet wouldn't be parked in front of the project house. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay. So can I get some hand claps, man? Because you tried to.
No, definitely. I'm not above fucking.
You tried to shoot me down for saying the same thing when you were doing me. And the crossbow. It's not. Let's leave on this right here.
Well, we're not gonna leave on this. We got to do like one or two hot topics. But
just one, because I gotta go, bro.
You brought the crossbow up. Now you said if I saw somebody coming to my establishment with a crossbow, my words to you were, if it was holstered, if you can holster a crossbow.
I'm just saying, why you got a crossbow? But what
to protect yourself?
What human being in 2022 is walking around with a crossbow not going to use it?
The same nigga who walking around with a Glock 9. It's for protection.
He finna use that too.
For protection.
A crossbow. Okay, next subject. Go ahead.
But he wasn't protecting himself. He was
next subject, man. Next subject.
Talking about bug. Let's break this down and we can be done.
No, man, because this possible. I can't. There's nothing you're gonna say to me. There's nothing. I'm being negative right now because there's nothing you're gonna say to me that's gonna convince me that you can have a crossbow and you're not gonna do something crazy. So let's go to the next topic.
What I'm saying
man.
is, I think my words to you were, if he walked in the store with the crossbow and he was aiming that bitch, if he was waving it like he finna shoot the block up, he gonna get shots put in his face.
And I said, if he walk in, period, with a crossbow or crossbow, that is go time. And you was like, no, man, he might be. You said, why you have a gun? I'm like, bro, it's a crossbow. There's no other function for this thing but to be by their action.
Well, this dude had a bow and arrow, but this dude had
he had a crossbow.
That's worse. And that proves
that's what I said. He had a crossbow, like I said.
That proves
he had the same thing I said.
That proves
the exact same thing I said.
That proves my point with you, though.
What? That if he have my point too, I said if he come with a crossbow,
because he
walked in with a crossbow, and he was like,
and how many people he killed? How many people he marked with the crossbow?
It don't matter. He had a crossbow.
I'm asking how many people did he mark?
I didn't go that far.
One person is too many. The article you sent me said 5.
Okay, well, damn.
That's what I'm saying.
Point proven.
So my point is, and I get what you're saying, a gun is more efficient. Take the guns off the street. Now you got crazy people walking in with crossbows.
But if I walk in with a crossbow, you already know, like, man, this dude finna kill somebody,
bro. If I'm not prepared, that's like the sad people in Buffalo.
You got a crossbow, you finna kill somebody.
That's like the people in Buffalo, bro. Homie ain't walk in concealed. He walked in with the strap out. Matter of fact, he was shooting in the parking lot before he got in the door.
Bruh, Freddie Gibbs supposedly got jumped and
got hands put on him, bro. Hands
supposedly
nobody got to it. No.
You saw the film?
Ain't no supposedly to it. I saw the photos of him on stage knotted up.
What that mean? So because not that mean he got beat up?
Yeah, he didn't deny the shit, bro.
So I've been to places before with my eyes swole up and they ain't touched me.
There's video that Freddie Gibbs was getting hands and feet put on him in front of the barbecue shack in Buffalo. And then he went on stage and rapped a little bit knotted up. And then he did a video after the fact to let you know he got hands and feet put on him. And the thing that wasn't true was that they snatched his chain.
Okay. So all that being said, like I was going to say, Freddie Gibbs is getting jumped by niggas in Buffalo where you can't come and blah, 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 blah. And this white boy walking around with an AK-47 knocking off niggas and got to walk out.
I'm glad you brought that up. I don't agree with Charleston White. I don't agree with Charleston White.
I didn't see the Charleston White.
Listen to what I'm saying. I don't agree with Charleston White. I am not a follower of Charleston White.
Yeah.
I came across, I'll be on TikTok. So I came across a couple of videos of Charleston White.
Mm-hmm.
Charleston White was speaking.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, I agree with what Mr. Charleston White said.
Okay.
So he pretty much said, he was like, hey man, when these niggas kill a King Von or kill their own, the opposing set be tripping. I'ma shoot up the nigga mama highs. I'ma do this, I'ma do that. The moment the white boy walk in the storm Buffalo, this man ain't shooting no gang members, bro. And it don't matter who he shot. When I say it in a certain sense, it's all wrong. But I'm saying he ain't going there and shoot no gang members, no thugs, no menaces to society. This man shot 70 and 80-year-old people, and all they was doing was shopping for their groceries, bro. Exactly. I 100% agree with, and I'm not saying that I'm not saying I condone certain things, which I probably do. I probably think some retaliation should happen, but we ain't standing up. We ain't shooting up his mama highs. We ain't shooting up his people highs. He said that he was he believed into some white supremacy shit. We ain't shooting up them white supremacists. Why don't we have? And I agree with him when he said, bro, why we ain't got the same energy with the real ops that we have with ourselves, bro. And I can agree with that. I ain't saying it is right. I ain't saying that the man mama house or the man mom should be shot or father or whatever. But I am saying these niggas will be quick to shoot up somebody's house over beef over a block. This person who is not a member of your community came in your community. You saw the slurs he had written on his gun, so you knew what his purpose was. He shot up your elders of your community. And you niggas ain't send no shots nowhere. I can agree. I can agree with that stance, bro. And I can also agree with him when he said all 18-year-olds ain't built like they 18-year-olds because they 18-year-olds believed in a philosophy, came to your community, killed your elders, and we ain't doing the same. I'm not saying that we should be shooting up old white people, but what I'm saying is he has a point. Instead of us shooting up the ops, them people who are doing hate crimes to us, we shooting up our own over some colors. So I can agree with what he's saying.
When I talk about Charleston White, I don't talk about him saying that I agree or he's correct, but what I'm saying is that when we ignore what he's saying, we're ignoring the truth of what he's saying. And what he says is from a perspective of the truth. Like, it's like, bro, like you say, man, like we'll shoot each other in a heartbeat, man, in a heartbeat. And every rapper, every political, they've said the same thing. Like, man, we'll go, like, you step in my shoes and I'm gonna try to take you out. But then this white person can like, if you'll shoot a brother, shoot these cops the same way, man. Shoot these cops the exact same way. Shoot these cops the exact same way. But you know what it is? You have a fear of what will happen if you shoot these cops. You have no fear of what will happen if you shoot this person like you. You should have a empathy for your brother. You should have empathy, a sympathy for the person who looks like you, who's gone through your same. Because like I say all the time, you ain't selling drugs to the person across town. You selling the person in your vicinity. So
with that, I'll say this. I'll say
you can go across town and sell dope, but you don't.
So with that, I'll say
you can't go river over
some of the stuff. You're gonna have proximity crimes. I don't care what race you are. You're gonna have crimes within your proximity, within your community.
Why?
That's just how it is.
No, it's not how it is.
If I grow up in a certain community and I'm around a certain person, X, Y, and Z all the time, me and him are gonna have more conflict than someone I'm never around.
What I'm saying, no, how?
What you mean? How? I'm never around this person. I'm never around this person to have conflict.
If Dub and JB have a disagreement, the outcome should be less violent and less fatal than somebody I don't know. Like me and you have a disagreement. It's like, oh man, we met each other, but like, oh okay, shit, fuck it. I know him. I know his mama. I know his best friend. I know his cousin. I know his people. But somebody I don't know, that's the one. Like, oh shit.
What I'm saying,
I don't know you.
What I'm saying is this: if me and Boog grew up in Third Ward, and you know that's our community. That's all we know. We move around Third Ward. We are more likely to have a disagreement with someone who lives in Third Ward before having a disagreement with someone who lives in, let's say, the Woodlands. Simply because I'm never in the Woodlands. I don't know these people. I agree. Now, what I have an issue with, which I think is silly, is when me and Boog live in the Third Ward community, and now me and Boog are a member of a certain section of the Third Ward community, and me and Boog are willing to spill blood with someone else who is a member of this community because we don't agree with a certain ideology or a certain whatever it is that we disagree with. And we have someone who comes from the Woodlands, who travels from the Woodlands, who doesn't look like us, comes to our community and does a heinous crime to some people in our community, and we don't have that. We don't have worse energy for that person. I feel like this may sound bad, bro, and it could be bad, but if you willing to shoot up. If you willing to shoot up a nigga mama highs because you got beef with him, I don't understand how these people come into our communities, do this shit, and there are no repercussions. Like, I hope I'm not judged for this. There is no reason why Zimmerman is walking around breathing, bro. With all these super thugs we got in our communities, there's no reason why we keep killing us and people like Zimmerman walking around free, breathing. There's no reason for it, bro.
I agree.
And I could be wrong, bro. I could be 100% dead wrong with that take, but that's my take, bro. Like, if this white boy is in lockup and he is anywhere, like, you know how, like, me and you can be a part of some shit, and we get locked up, and we hit the jail, and you know we might be in isolation, but because somebody can call a shot, we can still be touched. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Ain't no reason why the white boy ain't got touched. But you know why he probably hasn't?
This is because we don't have that. We don't. Man, I don't know, bro. I don't want to say why. No. I don't want to. I don't even want to say why.
I think it's layered. I think that he belongs to. I think that there's some ideology that he belongs to that, unfortunately, members of law enforcement, members of political factions, they're a part of it.
I mean, you can say the same thing for the opposite way, that when a black man, you know, murders a white guy, he don't necessarily get killed in prison. So, I mean,
they don't get treated the same.
I didn't ask you that. I said he don't get killed in prison.
A lot of that, I think it's something to unarmed black men die for less than these armed white boys when they get caught doing the shit they do. I think it's layered though, bro. I think if you really take a deep dive and why some of the shit happens the way it happens, it's just nasty, bro. And it's a lot of different ideologies that people from all walks of life are involved in. There's some parts of white supremacy that all factions and walks of life are involved in. Mm-hmm. From the people who's supposed to serve and protect, to the people who are lawmakers, to the people who are on judge benches, You know what I'm saying? I think that they're a part of these communities. I think the fight that you have with Roe versus Wade is an example of that. I think the shit that you hear spewed on Fox News is a part of that. The shit that we saw on January 6th is a part of that. Like, all of that shit is examples of certain ideologies that certain communities have, and they protect their own. It's bullshit, bro. 70 and 80-year-olds shouldn't be walking this earth to 70 and 80 years old, and that's how they go out. That's some bullshit.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up. I don't. This might sound bad again, bro, and then we can get out, bro. Like, and this may sound bad, but when I hear about the gangbanger or whatever, the nigga that's in the gang, or whatever, go out like that, of course I don't want no life to end. I've had pupils who've ended like that. That's what they signed up for. As bad as that may sound, my nigga, you signed up for that. The 70-year-old who literally runs a food pantry, they didn't sign up for that, bro. They just didn't, bro. Like, that's bullshit. The 86-year-old person who got killed in that supermarket, who literally, bro, my dad is 70, my mom is 68, bro. That's their daily routine. That's what they do for exercise, to still be young, to just live life. They go to fucking the supermarket.
Why is your mom and dad older than my mom?
I
said, why is your mom and dad older than my mom?
My mom is the youngest of like 12, bro. So I have uncles who are old enough to be my grandparents. Bro, my grandfather was like born in like 1916 or some shit like that. And my dad, my dad is the oldest. My dad is the oldest of his siblings. So, you know, yeah.
All right. So, in the pod, man, everything and all things at the same time. I think that's what it's called.
You the second person who told me this is the best movie of the year. It's a multiversal movie, right?
Everything and everywhere all at once, bro. It's the best movie of the year.
It sounds like it's Time Cop.
It does. It's not.
It sounds like the basis of it is Time Cop.
It's not.
Not Time Cop. What was that with Jet Li? Where
it's
every
not,
time,
bro.
No, this is what I'm saying. You remember when Jet? No, I'm asking. You remember when Jet Li went?
Yeah, when he was going back in time and killing all the people so he can get all their powers.
He was getting all the powers.
No, it's not that, bro. The movie is like, I ain't gonna lie, I shed a couple of tears during the movie, bro.
I've heard the basis of it is that she learned from different variants of herself through this multiverse.
That was somebody who didn't see the deeper. Somebody didn't really watch the movie with their eyes open, with their mind open. That was
I keep forgetting you one of these woke ass niggas, man.
That's what I'm saying. There was so much. A therapist wrote this, bro. When you watch it, a therapist wrote, because she literally went back and she addressed all her generational curses, and it wasn't one person doing it. It was different people doing that at the same time while this other stuff was going on. The best movie of the year, bro. Hands down, not even close. Like, this is what Doctor Strange should have been.
Nah, it couldn't have been.
This is what Doctor Strange, because that's what it was trying to be.
It wasn't trying to be that. Doctor Strange.
You ain't even seen the movie. How you know?
Well, how you know what I seen though? All I said was
you ain't seen this movie.
How do you?
So how you know what?
My words were My words weren't. I didn't see the movie. My words were. You're the second person that said it's the best movie of the year.
Yeah, and I'm saying this is what Doctor Strange was trying to be. Like, this concept and the way they addressed it and the way they did it is what Doctor Strange was trying to be. But Doctor Strange was a bad movie, bro.
Doctor Strange was not a bad movie. Doctor Strange should have came out on Disney Plus. Doctor Strange should have been called WandaVision Part 2, because Doctor Strange was about Wanda trying to find her kids.
It was a bad movie, bro.
It wasn't a bad movie.
To me, it was bad because like it was bad, bro. Because it was all over the place, bro.
Tell me why Doctor Strange was bad.
Because it was all over the place.
Tell me why it was all over the place.
There was no connectivity. Like it was over here, it was over there. Like, oh, we're talking about Wanda, we're talking about Strange, we're talking about this, we're talking about that. It didn't have any congruent flow to it because it was like, yeah, it's very true. So at the end of the movie, were you like, yeah, I get it.
What did you get at the end of the movie?
I'm asking you, at the end of the movie, were you like, yeah, that made sense?
It made sense. I think they tried to do too much.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It was all over the place. They tried to do too much. It was all over the place.
They shouldn't have. I think the flaw in Doctor Strange. This is the problem when you deal with time travel, and then we're gonna get out of here. This is the problem when you deal with time travel. For Doctor Strange to really make sense, we should have had the TVA in it. You can't roll out.
See, what I'm saying, you're not hearing what I'm saying.
Listen to what I'm saying, and I'm telling you why I think the movie wasn't what it should have been.
Yeah,
you can't roll out. You can roll out WandaVision, and I understand the reason why Wanda was such a major part in the Multiverse of Madness.
Mm-hmm.
And then you roll out Loki. You introduce the time variant police.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You introduce Kang the Conqueror, who lives outside of the multiverse. He lives outside of the multiverse.
Okay.
So now, when you introduce Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, the first entry of it is when he's in Spider-Man No Way Home, and he lets these other multiversal entities in.
Mm-hmm.
And now you roll the multiverse of, Doctor Strange movie. Once he starts operating as a Nexus being, him and Wanda outside of the multiverse, we should have seen some Kang the Conqueror. We should have seen the TVA. And it should have been more than just Wanda trying to find her kids and then realizing, oh, I don't want to be the villain that I was. That's all.
That's why I'm trying to tell you that this movie was, and that's why I say you haven't seen this movie. So like, I understand that we're dealing with, an unknown variant here, but when you see this,
but you don't know I haven't seen the movie though.
Have you seen the movie?
Maybe.
You ain't seen the movie, bro.
How you know I ain't seen the movie?
Because if you've seen it, then you'd be like, yeah, bro. If you've seen the movie, if you've seen everything, everything, whatever the title is, if you've seen it, you would be like nobody who's seen both of them.
It's a better movie than Doctor Strange.
That's without saying, but I'm saying it's literally the same concept. It's literally the same concept. Okay, I don't want to tell the movie, but it's the exact same concept. I
can understand why you're saying it's the same concept.
All the way down to Wanda is the daughter, bro. She has the exact same
it's a different movie because they're trying to introduce certain entities. I think that
in what? What's movie?
I think that the Multiverse of Madness is trying to introduce different entities that are connected to comic books and other storylines. That's why they kind of they tried to mix WandaVision, Doctor Strange, What If. They tried to,
I literally said it ain't trying to mix nothing. I'm literally telling you. I verbally said that it was all over the place. It was everywhere.
There's a reason why it was though.
No. Forget that. What I'm saying is that it was
the reason why.
That's what I'm saying. It was all over the place. Introducing those different timelines was part of the story. That's part of what happened. But all that being said, I'm saying this other movie introduced way more timelines, wasn't confusing, wasn't
what
like
you about Doctor Strange.
Okay, the most confusing part of it was, and Doctor Strange was like, how come Doctor Strange keeps falling for these simple, like there were several times the movie was like, bro, how do you fall for that? Or how do you're supposed to be Doctor Strange?
But tell me, I'm trying to figure out, what did he fall for though?
Okay. Let Let me think about it. It was like 3 or 4. I was like, man, that don't even make sense. Okay, when he goes in front of the tribunal, right?
In front of the Illuminati.
How does he not just explain? How does he not just be like, oh, XYZ, this is what's going on?
What do you mean?
How does he not just be like,
how does he not explain why Wanda is coming to them?
Yeah.
Well, he tried to, but see, and that's what I'm saying. He tried to, but see, you didn't understand. To them, Wanda wasn't a threat because in their timeline, Wanda Maximoff wasn't who she was. She wasn't the Scarlet Witch. So,
but not hear what I'm saying though. But
let me finish.
No, bro, you trying to tell me that Doctor Strange can't explain? You telling me that Doctor Strange and you got the five smartest individuals on the planet, and you have Professor X. He can't read Doctor Strange's mind and see what's going on.
Time out. This is what I'm saying. You gotta listen. First off, they're not the 5 smartest people. Reed Richards in that universe was the smartest man alive. Secondly,
okay, what about that? What about Professor X? He can't read Doctor Strange's mind.
Secondly, Professor X, if you listen to it, he said to Mordo, or whatever the homie's name is, he's not Mordo, whatever the dude name is, the black dude, he told him, he said, this Doctor Strange is different. They were apprehensive about Strange because their Doctor Strange's version betrayed them. So he can't read his mind? Why can't he read his mind? Listen to what I'm saying, Boog. When he read his mind, and homie with the tuning fork, he told them what happened to their Doctor Strange. Bolt. He read his mind then, because once Wanda came and was attacking, he told homie then. He said, "Strange, this Strange is different," and he told him what to do. Professor X told him that. The rest of the Illuminati.
Have you seen everything?
Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm asking you a question.
Listen to what I'm saying. The rest of the Illuminati, didn't trust Strange because their Strange was the one who was doing the dream walking. They didn't have.
But have you seen everything? Have you seen the other movie?
I've seen bits and pieces of it.
How you seen bits and pieces of it?
Because I've seen bits and pieces of it.
What you saw? You downloaded it? Well, I'm saying, how do you see bits and pieces?
So now, you're questioning me. You're doing the same thing. You're questioning me, right?
I'm asking you a question. How did you see bits? I'm asking you a simple question. I told you
I saw bits and pieces of it.
What parts?
It doesn't matter how I saw it. Just know I saw bits and pieces of it.
Okay, so what part did you see?
I saw bits and I saw enough to say it was interesting. I didn't see enough to say, oh, I know what's going on.
No, you can't. You really, to be honest with you, you can't see bits and pieces of the movie.
So let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question?
No. But you can't see bits because this movie is so.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
How can you tell me I can't see bits and pieces of a movie?
Listen, I'm saying, that's what I said. I said you can't see bits and pieces of his movie and have an opinion of it.
So let me ask you a question. I'm sorry.
You can't see bits and pieces of the movie and have an opinion of it because the story is so well woven, bro.
Cool. So you're pretty much telling me if I don't have all the information, I really can't understand the actual story.
I'm saying for this particular movie, the way it's woven, because there are parts of the movie that if you saw a bit of it would make zero sense whatsoever.
I agree.
There are parts of the movie that don't make sense until 10, 30, an hour into the movie. They make no sense whatsoever.
I agree.
If you saw this part, you would be like, but then when you see it, what it means later on, because the movie, like, I'm not saying from my opinion, I'm saying that even if you look it up and go look at other people's other quote unquote experts' opinion of the movie, they're like, shit, it had a bad Rotten Tomatoes view. It was like in the 70s. It was like, because the story wasn't congruent enough for whatever. But this movie right here is like, it was literally like, it was a psychological thriller. It was an action movie. It was a heartfelt movie. It had a heart. Doctor Strange didn't really have, it had a heart, but it was forced. Like, I was trying to find kids. You're trying to find kids. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, this movie was like a literal, like, any person who watches the movie can put themselves in several different characters positioned and be like, damn, I understand what they're talking about. I understand. I feel this. This makes sense. But you have to watch the whole movie because they don't give the storyline. They don't give the pieces of the movie out. It's a well-written movie.
It sounds like what you're telling me is, even though I've seen bits and pieces of the movie, if I don't have a full understanding of the whole scope of the project, I probably won't be able to educatedly speak.
No, I'm saying that this movie was written. No, it's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that this movie was written in a way that that's what I'm saying.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying
no, it's not what I'm saying.
Book. I'm saying if I haven't fully seen the movie, I can't take bits and pieces of it and form a hypothesis. I have to see the whole project to be able to form a hypothesis of what's going on.
I'm saying that this movie was written in a specific way. It was literally written there. I'll give one part. There's a part in the movie where it's two rocks on a cliff. If you saw that part, I don't understand how you would connect those two rocks on the cliff to anything else.
But I have to see I have to see the entire movie to form this opinion, right?
On this movie, this particular movie, on this situation, yes. On this, yes. That's not a general statement of everything or anything, but on this, because like I said, I made the description to say that this particular movie was written in a way that this part doesn't go with that part. This part doesn't go with that part.
I gotta see everything and put the parts together, is what you're saying.
In this movie. I can watch half of Die Hard and understand the whole movie. I can watch one part of the Negotiator and know the whole movie.
I think what you just explained is a perfect example to sum up a lot of our conversations we've had today. A lot of times you have to be able to understand the entire subject at a certain extent to be educated about it. Because you're right, I haven't seen the entire movie. I've seen bits and pieces, and I probably can't talk about how the full outcome is.
But but what the difference is, when I asked you when you asked me what my opinion comes from, and I say this, that, and other. But when I ask you, how'd you see bits and pieces? No, don't ask me. I just made like how did you see bits and pieces?
I did what all people do. I walked in the movie mid-movie, bro.
Oh, okay. So you saw the back end, the front end, the back. That's why I'm not.
I literally go to the movies once a week. So I've literally walked in this movie at 3 separate times on 3 separate parts of this movie.
And so, do you have any idea of what the movie's about?
I know it's a multiversal movie. I know it's about her learning traits from different versions of herself. I don't know everything about it.
That's not what it's about.
Nigga, I just told you I don't know everything about it.
I'm saying it's not about
from
that.
The jump.
I'm saying the movie literally is about a mother and daughter. That's what the movie's about. The movie is about a mother's and daughter relationship. That's what the entire movie is about, a mother and daughter. That's what it's about.
I haven't seen the entire movie.
The multiverse is just a caveat or a vehicle to get there. But the entire movie, it's not even about that. It really is about generational curses.
Gotcha.
It's about mother and daughter.
How passionate you are about this subject and the fact that you are a product knowledge expert about it.
No, I see how you are trying to avoid when I ask you a question and then turn around. Because when I asked you 3 times, I just seen it. And then it came 4 minutes later, you were like, oh, well, I walked in on this part.
Talking about book. Well, let me ask you a question, though.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if I saw bits and pieces by walking into a movie theater or if I saw bits and pieces by pirated movies on my TV. Yeah. I from the jump, I admitted I didn't see the full movie. I saw bits and pieces of it. I formed a semi-hypothesis of it. I admitted that from jump. So listen to what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if I walked in the movie theater and saw bits and pieces or if I saw bits and pieces on a Fire Stick. I admitted I saw bits and pieces. So I don't know how that's an issue.
No, two parts. One, when I asked you, you did respond.
Hold on. But it doesn't matter. I told you I saw bits and pieces. So
okay, but when I asked you, when I asked you about that, I said, well, how do you see? I literally said, well, how do you see bits and pieces? And you dodged that working. Because if you
how
said,
you know I want to tell people on the pod how I saw bits and pieces of the movie?
Because you said you saw bits and pieces of it. You already admitted to seeing bits and pieces of it, so you like, I mean, you gonna. But that's
so why
that's
does it
one
matter
part.
how though?
And the second part is, are you equating to me? How are you equating? You saying that you seen bits and pieces? Are you saying that I don't know the full scope or something because I don't see it from your angle?
Who said that? No one said about anybody's personal.
I'm asking.
Angle. I know that never came up. So I'm confused about what the point you're trying to make. Oh, you froze. He still froze, people. Definitely still froze. This has been another riveting episode of the 16 Shots Podcast with one young James Boogie and AR Dub.
Tell me how you took it, I'm going to tell you what I meant.
And we out.
You know, some instruments to get the bitches, man.